Hey, everybody. It's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and we just had a little earthquake. Yes, we did. It was not too bad, but boy, oh boy, this country shakes a little bit too much. All right, we are going to talk a lot about XRP in this particular video. But first, let's take a look at the market. We are at 2.6 trillion. Pretty good. 3.73% increase in the last 24 hours. And much of this capital that's flowing into the market, a lot of it is going into the altcoins. Bitcoin has been pretty much sticking to this 65,000, a little over, a little under for the last 24 hours. But I'll tell you, the altcoins, some of them like Solana, Nexo, Flow, Engine, they are all up 14, 15, 17, 19% respectively. Ethereum over 4,000. I know that has a lot of people very excited. ADA finally moving up 7%, and VeChain finally moving up 6%. We've got OKB, Matic, Nexo, and Zcash. Those are the winners on the 7-day. All of them have a 24% or more increase. Pretty good. So watch carefully the alts right now. I think this is where we're going to have most of the action. All right, talking about an order that came through. It was a text order from Judge Netburn. This is in regards to the SEC versus Ripple case. She has granted that additional time that was sought by the SEC for expert discovery. Well, we can't be too disappointed. I mean, John gave it a shot. She does have that information now, which I think is very, very important, and it will probably be heavy on her decision process going forward. The dates are going to extend out to January 14th, and the rebuttal reports have to come in by the 12th of November. So, yep, here we go into 2022. Now, jumping to a brand new partnership that has happened within Ripplenet. This is interesting. Ansari Exchange, they're going to tap the Ripplenet Cloud with the Malaysian company Moneymatch. Moneymatch has been around for a little while. And, you know, because we're coming up on Swell, I think you're going to see a lot of announcements in the next week. I really do. This is probably just one of a few more that are going to surface. When we talk about the cloud, the very first bank to tap that cloud was Banco Rendimento in Brazil. This was all the way back in June 2020. 80% of the new Ripplenet customers at that time were opting for cloud deployment, and 30% at that time of all Ripplenet payments were going through the cloud. So when you deploy through the cloud, it has less friction to integrate. It's fast and it is scalable. So on the Ansari Exchange website, you can see that they published an article, and we have the face behind the deal. Who other than, of course, Naveen Gupta. Yeah, he's on fire. This is his region. And if we just go down to look at a little bit of this article, the partnership with Ansari Exchange and Moneymatch will initially offer transactions in the Malaysian ringgit. So it's in their Malaysian currency, with plans to offer remittances in the Brunei dollar and the Australian dollar in the future. Ripplenet leverages blockchain technology to help partners across a global network accelerate their business performance and scale. It delivers a superior end customer experience, simplified network gathering, simplified network partnering, liquidity management solutions. Whenever you see the word liquidity, that is talking about the digital asset XRP. Lines of credit. We all know that there is that line of credit offered with XRP. I think they have up to 60 days. So that gives them a big boost in their cash flow. And the state-of-the-art infrastructure that enables real-time payments. So real-time payments are instant settlements. I think we're going to see something go live in Brunei and Australia, and I'll tell you why in a moment. The interesting strategy that this exchange has taken to promote their app is they give away $1 million. They do. They have these drawing events that are a big deal, and this is actually one of the gals who was in Dubai from the Philippines, and it's just, you'll cry when you hear her story. She's been working outside of her country, left her son behind, hadn't seen him for I think 2 years, and she was the winner. And so she, of course, is going back to the Philippines, but her story is just a tearjerker in a happy way. And they had a recent, another drawing, and it's kind of fun, it really is fun. So they're making millionaires. Now, the reason why I say we'll probably see Brunei and Australia go live is because we've got this information from Wrath of Kahneman. He showed us that Moneymatch was the first approved regulated entity in Malaysia to go live with Ripple blockchain. They graduated from this central bank fintech sandbox. And so they have this license to operate in Malaysia, Brunei, and Australia. And I do think we are going to see more and more of these corridors light up. And Tranglo, a very important remittance company, that is one that 40% is owned by Ripple, and they use the digital asset XRP for their ODL, on-demand liquidity, in the Philippines. And they tweeted out this article that the partnership has demonstrated significant momentum within 6 months, and Tranglo launching its first live on-demand liquidity service on Ripplenet in the Philippines, with plans to introduce more corridors in the months to come. So I would say that kind of sounds like in the next quarter to me. It has multiple fiat connections already established with existing customers, including BKK Forex in Singapore, D-Money in Thailand, and Siam Commercial Bank in Thailand, the leading universal bank there. I think this is where we're going to see these new fiat connections on Ripplenet. Tranglo will process multiple currencies in Asia Pacific, including Philippine peso and Thai baht, via its proprietary single interface platform, Tranglo Connect. Ripplenet and transactions growing 130% year over year. And we have successfully unified local and regional support infrastructure using XRP as the bridging currency. The ODL and Ripplenet, with ODL and Ripplenet, our partners look forward to move seamless payments experience, and we expect more such collaborations in line with our mission to provide equitable and accessible financial services, especially in Asia Pacific. So that's really great update from Tranglo. I do expect a lot out of that partnership. And when we take a look at Uphold, they gave us an update for the Songbird. You'll be able to see your balance come the end of this month. And then next month, you'll be able to withdraw to a private external wallet. So that would give you the opportunity to delegate. And this is slightly later than they had hoped, but they said they're promising to work on it. And thanks for your patience. Now, let me show you a tweet that was actually a retweet from Mr. Kitao. He's the CEO of SBI, also using on-demand liquidity in the Philippines, and I think has done a little bit to Singapore with their test with Sumitomo. They retweeted a tweet of mine that was 9 days ago. And what I had said 9 days ago was in their talking about working towards the distribution of Songbird here in Japan, that they were, working towards that. And I said that there's a lot of hoops to jump through, and it's usually slow here because they've got to go through the FSA, the Financial Service Association, Financial Service Agency guidelines, and also there is an exchange within the cryptocurrency, the crypto asset or virtual currency exchange. They have an association. And this is so Japanese. All of the companies have these associations and they have to reach a consensus. And so I'm sure that they were going through that process and they did so. And I think it's done because in tweeting this very old tweet out today kind of tells me in his silent talk, if you will, that the association has agreed to go forward and the Songbird distribution will be very soon. All right. Bank of America had a 141 page cryptocurrency report analysis. It was very interesting. I feel like I want to do a video just on that report, but I want to pull one graphic out of there, and it is showing that the Bitcoin transactions linked to illegal activities has fallen to 1% in 2020. So if you hear any of those regulators or politicians tell you that Bitcoin is used for these illicit transactions linked to criminality, you just tell them that Elliptic, which is very credible and is the source for this, it's 1%. And then follow up with the question, and what is the percentage with fiat? Crazy that they use that as a pushback. All right, everybody, we are jumping to the fluff. This young gal, she sat on the train just the other day. She felt something under her foot. Turned out to be a wallet, and the wallet had $9,000 inside. And so she did what I think 99.9% of all Japanese do. They take it to the nearest koban. Koban are the neighborhood police boxes, and every neighborhood has at least one, and turned it in. There was an address on the inside. She had seen that, but she didn't take it to the address. What you're supposed to do in Japan is take it immediately to a koban. That's just what you do. And so the koban will take a report, and sometimes you can leave things and say, no, I don't need a report. And they don't force you to make a report, but usually people cooperate, and you leave your name and number and everything. So anyway, the person who this belonged to felt so happy that the money was returned that person then in turn left a $3,000 thank you gift to her. And she didn't want to take it, but the police, I guess, insisted that she take it. But the funny thing is she remembered the address in the wallet. So she then took the money and put it back into the mailbox at the address. And the story, was told. That she said that the appreciation was enough for her, that she didn't need to have that money for reward. Wow. Pretty amazing, isn't it? So anyway, everybody, I am going to jump off for now and tell you to do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.